Hello, this is Richard at TrackTrail. I'd like to welcome you to our tracking system. You should have received an email which tells you what your username is and the sign-in link, which is here, tracktrail.live/sign-in. If you put your username and password in here, or you may have been sent a link to reset your password, or you can use the forgot password link, put your username in, and once you've reset it, you'll then be able to sign in. Once you've signed in, nice and straightforward because there are only two different items on the menu. I'll deal with this one very quickly first of all, which is orders. And this is only if you want to order any trackers for hire to augment your additional stock of purchase trackers. Let's say you own 5 or 6 and you're going on a larger expedition where you need a couple more. You can use this system here to place an order, and it's identical to the system that you may have used when you've hired trackers in the past. So quite simply, click on the place order button, put the details in here, time, date, pick the number of trackers you need, and those trackers will be shipped to you. Okay, and I should say, as soon as you do that, that would then create an equivalent event. Now then, if you're just working with your own purchase trackers, then you don't need to worry about the orders area. Just hop straight into events. And within here, any events that are currently ongoing would be shown straight away. You could see those that are forthcoming, those in the past, or all of them. So you can just choose whichever one of those is appropriate. So to see all the forthcoming events, you'd select that one, or your current events to see this one. Now then, what you're mainly likely to do is set up a brand new event or expedition. Let's click on the plus button here for create new event, and I'm going to just call this the test event 2022. You choose a start and end date, and this start and end date affects the time that the trackers will appear and then be removed from the tracking map. So let's choose today's date, 25th. I'm going to set the start time for 8 o'clock in the morning. The end date, I'm going to say this runs through till Sunday. I'll just leave it set to 11 o'clock at night. Password, if you want to set a password, you can do, and then anybody who tries to view this particular tracking map would be prompted to enter the tracking map, enter the password, so type one in there if you want it. Leave this alone, the checkpoint detect radius, don't worry about that. And this tells you what maps will be available to your viewers. I would suggest just leave them all defaulted and you leave them all selected. You may want to default to Ordnance Survey Map or Map Box, which are the two more popular types to choose from. So I'm going to default to Ordnance Survey Maps. Is this event a race? Well, if it's for an expedition, the answer is no, so leave that as default. In here, you can put 3 mobile telephone numbers, which would receive an SMS in the event that any of the tracker's SOS buttons were activated. And once you've put the name of the event, the date and time in there, and any password, all you would do is then click Create Event. Straight away, that's created, and you could view it immediately by clicking on this link here. So if I click on that, it will straight away take us into this map, and at the moment that map doesn't have anything on there at all. It's just a completely plain map. If I go back, what you then get the ability to do is, most importantly, assign your trackers. When you click on this button here, this is where you get to assign any number of the trackers that you own, and you may just want to assign 1 of them or 5 of them or however many you own, and quite simply all you do is type in the tracker number. So in this case I'll put tracker 123, I'll just tab across to the next box, tracker 124, tracker 125, and tracker 126. Try again, 126. Okay, and then click assign trackers. As soon as you do that, you'll see there's 4 participants registered. If you click on the little person icon next to this, you will see that they are automatically assigned a name of group 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can edit those, of course. You may call your groups numbers, colors, alpha, beta, gamma, whatever you wish. You can change that to be something else. So let's just call this gold. Default, they will be assigned the flag numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, which would be the pins that appear on the map. You might want to match those to your tracker numbers. So you could say, well, I want to call this 1, 2, 3 or something else. It's more common just to use 1, 2, 3, 4, but entirely left with you. As soon as you make that change, immediately it will put a little save icon and save the details in there. So that's how to change your tracker names. And the next area here is the route points and checkpoints. So with this plus button here, you could upload your CSV files or GPX files. There's another more detailed video on that, so I won't go into that in too much detail, but essentially this is where you would import your routes. And that's really it. The other video has more detail on GPX files and how you can use some of the more advanced features, so I won't go into that in this particular video. And the only other thing you can do, of course, is delete this event if you don't want to see it anymore. If we drop back to the main menu on events, you can see there that was that test event, and remember this little blue icon will take you straight in to be able to view the link, and this is the URL that you would share with all your supervisors or assessors or whoever else you may want to give permission to look at your trackers. That's it. I hope you get some great use out of the trackers over this DV season and in future years as well, and remember, we're always here to help you. Thank you very much.